didn't do that.
Yeah. Well, and I'm hoping what that means is they were like, hey, let's minimize the budget for the campaign because everybody, our primary, like what our audience wants is Warzone number one, zombies and multiplayer probably tied for number two. So they're like,
I
let's,
don't. I just don't believe
why,
that, Josh. I don't.
really?
Oh, dude.
I mean, come
Well,
on.
what I'm saying is we're going to
Nobody,
get a quality game, but I don't think they're sitting around going, this was supposed to be a 2-year release, remember?
yeah.
And it sounds like this was a very last minute kind of decision to kind of put this thing together and roll out a new game.
Oh,
You know?
then we're
And
fucked.
and I feel like the Infinity Wards, the Sledgehammers, the all the other fucking like it's just not the same as it was back in the day. So
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Caleb, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I've been spending a lot of my time watching a lot of content creators. What we're really talking about in general, if you zoom out, is that gaming isn't as fun as it used to be, multiplayer or in general. And it's a wide sentiment across a lot of different games. It's not just COD falling short right now with 3. It's a lot of shit, and it's all playing into it. So yeah, you can kind of zoom back in and say that the campaign does actually serve a purpose in that Makarov sends chemical warheads into us. That happens. He sends chemical warheads in, and that is essentially how the zombie kickoff starts because of the what he pulls off his terrorist attack in the campaign, which is basically the soft opener for hey, here's our mode for zombies. But will zombies stay? I don't know. Whatever. And then with this BR shit, it's just a BR culture now since Fortnite, right? So the missions themselves actually they model after that style of gameplay, and because their customer base has been brought up on some of that too, but yeah,
We're
I
just a
mean,
bunch of old heads too, man.
yeah, what we
Yeah.
want
They
doesn't
expect
necessarily
things, dude.
matter,
Well,
right?
and that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying is like you said, Thumbs, like everybody's all about the BR. So Warzone is the top priority now. Campaign is not,
No, it's not.
multiplayer
Right,
is not,
right.
zombies is not, but it is still pretty I think pretty
People will
popular.
buy a game for a good
Yeah,
zombies.
yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
It's
And
a
so
major fucking selling point.
Yeah.
if there's any indication from how shitty the campaign was, I think it would be reasonable to say, hey, maybe the campaign was so shitty because they're like, we've got X amount of dollars for our budget. We're not going to dump that much money into the campaign because our audience wants a Warzone. So that's they're going to dump all their resources into Warzone, and then
But a
multiplayer and zombies.
$70 game, bro.
Oh,
Like,
I know. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Because Warzone's free,
right.
right?
I said, yeah,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
we're talking about $1 billion multi-billion-dollar game franchise, right? That's now owned by Microsoft,
Yeah.
right? It's not like they don't have resources,
I'm primarily
It's like
buying
certain
it
things
for
you don't fuck
multiplayer.
with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I mean, and like you said, I mean, it's a multi-billion dollar game. You think they could hit at least all three. Like, if you're paying for the game, you should get a good campaign, good zombies, and good multiplayer. But everybody, it's almost like the money that they make from selling the game helps supplement, the success of Warzone, and everybody who
Well,
actually buys the game is kind
in-game
of a
fucking
jackass.
purchases, bro. Yeah,
Yeah,
you know.
but everybody who actually pays $70 for the game is kind of the jackass because all that money is going into Warzone, not the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And dude,
if,
I halfway also, I was reading, dude, fucking wait till Christmas. The game goes down by like 20, $30. They'll fucking sell it. Let them work out all the fucking kinks, get the servers right. I was halfway considering that too, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm pissed off, but I'm super stoked they finally are releasing the old school maps, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, Caleb, you played the beta. I fucked around with the beta for about an hour and a half on Will's PS5, dude. Yeah, and I mean, I enjoyed it.
yeah, it's for people who actually have skills. I think it's gonna feel much better. And of course, this is just the feedback that everybody wanted for two, but didn't get. And I could see how it's just a glorified DLC. I've heard that, but I just really just feel like even with the quality of the game, the multiplayer, which I'm totally ready for, I was really pleased with it. But knowing how many hours I put on COD in general, I mean, if I break it down, it's like I'm
Oh,
paying
dude.
like 1 cent
Yeah.
an hour or whatever.
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah.
And
Right.
so, I mean, is the joke really on us? Because we get so much value and entertainment time out of something that's only $70. Fuck, you pay for like, you just take your kid into like a jump house zone. You pay fucking $35 just to
Yeah, for
get your
sure.
kid in there.